Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Fry Fry on 97.1 FM. The show we don't come on right now, the brunch here on Radio Fry Fry 97.1 FM. You're able to watch we on Facebook at Radio Fry Fry, and also we phone number where you need for keep for let yourself engage into the conversation inside the second hour at 088 971 971 for be part of the conversation. You're able text, WhatsApp message that number there. And of course, you can also call we on WhatsApp and direct call on that number day. Today, in your topic of discussion is a very sensitive topic where we know so all man go able call in and give your own opinion, but it is part of womanhood, and we need for discuss some of them sensitive and critical issues them. Today, on topic of discussion, we'll look at how cultural practices them can affect woman and gal picking them. But before we start the conversation, as always, we'll start with the verse of the day. The verse of the day that come off from Matthew 18:6, and it say, if anybody causes one of these little ones, those who will believe in me, to stumble, it would be better for them to have a large millstone hung around their neck and to be drowned in the depth of the sea. So that one day they talk about Jesus be the talk to the people and for say, you know, for block small picking and for cancel me, and if you make let them sin in any way, then you might as well just die, basically. Now, so God try for explain. So in our take on anybody where they do anything where you go make picking sin. We'll get also the quote of the week.
Yeah, the quote of the week. The quote of the week they come up from Henry Miller, and it says, "True strength lies in submission, which permits one to dedicate his life, through devotion to something beyond himself." So true strength, they give you the ability for make you submit, for me you push yourself, you put yourself down, for make no more your own life able for help somebody else, for make your own life able for bring for that result where they show say you be the live for something where big pass you, not about yourself, not like self-centered life. You get a purpose, you get a goal way greater than you, where you don't submit your life for accomplish.
Yes, indeed. Again, if you just joined the show, this is not the brunch here on Radio Fry Fry 97.1 FM. My own voice, we the Yeri, or some say they watch me on Facebook. My name na Brigitte, Dalton sister.
Me your name now Desline Orange Chuka make I had the second if you do it long now all the name then papa give me. I not be once all if I for be honest. But now the man not be able for be creative enough for like give me new name. He just say well take all.
He wasn't creative enough.
Now all in name now give me. All in name. You know me have vex. At least if I don't add full stop. If I don't say Desline Orange Chuka make I head full stop.
Well, you lucky not add the second.
Even though they are not remember the rest. So I wonder what's in
just hold the longest head, yeah. Hold the longest head.
And also we have a beautiful guest inside the studio where they can join me into the conversation. Introduce yourself. Tell us something interesting about you as well.
Mina Zainab Mansaye from the Protection Department, now Wallop International. And something interesting, Mina fun person and Mina outgoing person, very interactive and are very result oriented when it comes to job.
That means you for join with conversation on Thursday. Because on Thursday we're going to talk about who makes a better leader, men or women.
Well, it don't vex. It don't vex already.
He's saying in a results oriented, results oriented person. I like that. Mm-hmm. So we get a wonderful personality because she's very outgoing, very chatty. Mm-hmm. One of the things that me like about her in laugh. It's very contagious that in laugh. If you hear I'm from far. You don't wonder like what is sign of the fan laugh, but I want to know it's sweet, baby. Because you don't feel in laugh. Anyway, it join me inside the conversation, like I say. Today in conversation, we'll talk about some of the cultural practices within Africa, within Sierra Leone, around the world, where people then keep partaking, we can affect the equality rights of women and girl child all around the world. And at some point, we'll go focus a little bit on we own context, on we own situation when our salon, because every country gets in your own cultural practices where it can exactly where it can take part in. So we want to learn a little bit more about some of those cultural practices. So over to Lawrence.
Yes. So Anyway, and me like me, I will to be honest. If you're not Salomon out there and you don't know much of this culture, like how me being get the opportunity for learn a lot about this culture. I really, really want you for make sure say you call you paddy in paddy and yourself in paddy mon because there's a lot happening in Sierra Leone. We I believe say to a certain extent you can able to take advantage of as we they can go into the whole conversation. So of course we a lot of cultures them now the world. We especially we want for zone into Africa, we get a lot of different cultures. And of course we want to talk about culture, you did not say culture simply mean your natural way of life. Inside every country, inside every I could say community, there is a way with things and they be done. That men can say we go Rome for do as the Romans do. In Salon, there is a way where we said they do we think. In Africa, different countries, but or we can find out say there is a lot of similarities in the cultures within the African spectrum. So like we can talk about some of them things and we want to make everybody able for feel free for call in the second hour of the program. So one of the things that we find out, what would they notice, when they think about culture, na salon, you get for begin for think about well, the first week in Canada, but people in mind go say, hey, society or this or that or that. But there is more to culture than just society. As I say again, culture and a way of life. So we will think about how things tend on to be done in well the provinces them before all this boku our color evolution don't take place before this technology come inside before we begin say we self don't modernize how we be they do thing them well one easiest way for me you understand culture now for me see how man and woman relationship always been there in the context of a home like you can think about for example, Salon, it is obvious, and in most African states, it is obvious that the man is given total authority. And that cuts across all through, especially say the provinces, say outside. It cuts across from the higher ups to we were, with the sky. It cuts across. And even as you're doing that, you have to accept, say, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean when you say you can give the man the ultimate authority, it means say the woman just story there or something. But it just means that woman then now for some reason I feel like I say marginalization, especially in the African context, is something that has been accepted. Like not giving the woman the opportunity to have an opinion, the ability to have a say in the matter, always pushing women to the point that if you like I say, then just they behind and the man and they before. I remember somebody they talk about this whole issue about in which where you go call meeting self, say you go call meeting self na village or upline. You'll find out say the woman and the team up bien. Yeah. Then the man and they give bench. Made them sit down, the part and day before, the mommy and they bien and all of that. And well, that is one thing where I feel like I say a lot of people do in a salon and not to just salon, they go especially now the how to say West Africa, you get to Nigeria and all them different village. Now it's something that is agreed upon. Say, hey, the man then I make na man then if na Nigeria, na man then they make Igwe, na salon, na man then would they make chief. But
the south already get now the south they get to my paramount chief.
Wow.
The south.
Wow.
The south they go my paramount chief.
See evolution. It dey happen. So, and the guy they talk and so, what are your take on this part of the conversation?
Well,
the
I feel say
part.
Again, first also starts with religion. This whole thing starts with religion practices because I remember where certain religion they agreement woman lead, so from then and the people they don't normalize and now say okay because religion not permit woman for lead, that means you're not permitted for talk who man they talk. So now they all as she say this whole thing starts.
So that means say they try for tell we say to a certain extent religion and give back to culture.
Well, maybe culture give back to religion. I don't know which is which, but these two.
I go say religion and give back to a lot of things.
A lot of things.
And because we already don't start the conversation in the beginning of March, we dictate like what's in the Bible they say about Adam and Eve, what's in the Bible say about husbands and wives. We don't make them very clear. So me the thing say a lot of the laws that we can get culturally or in our countries stem from originally from religion. As much as some people go say, me not a religious person, no, me not care about no Bible, no Quran, no whatever. But the laws of the land then come more from religion. And when you talk about the influences of women or women being leaders, we get for enter into April where we get for talk about with cultural history, heritage of Sierra Leone. And part of we heritage, where I can always mention, we've been there part of a kingdom when the entire sub-Saharan Africa in the middle, that middle section, from west to east. Sierra Leone been there part of that one day. And where them been get that kingdom, they not like an entire, why I say kingdom, not country, like kingdom. Like how you get United Kingdom or you get United States of America. And so that kingdom been big. During that time, then them been get different rulers, then both male and female, and then nobody look at the fact that woman no enough for lead. Then they look at strength and would I get the willpower for lead people and to conquer and to do this. And if the woman can do it, then begin them. So when April come, we'll get to talk about that one. If we'll show you some of the women leaders from the transatlantic slave time. So now way before the slave trade, centuries before, around 1700s, 1500s. Yes, from then women were part of leadership because at that time, then we feel to say, as long as you get the skill set for do the job, no problem. But somewhere, outside religion now gets introduced in the African culture, because I'm not going to say other side, but in the African culture, both Christianity and Islam, things now started to change. And when you look at the history of Sierra Leone, you see women were there and then it just faded out to just man. And then now we don't come back to who's have been there before for try for first for that equality, for saying, no, but if the woman get the skill set for do the job, why not?
The opportunity.
Yes. So for me, religion don't affect culture. Although culture being always there, because even without religion introduced to Africa, I'm going to repeat that again, only for Africa. I'm not to talk about the Caucasian races, because then we don't be exposed to that a long time ago. But for the African culture, we already get culture before then religion, then they come inside. So now the issue is how for balance.
That's the
because
problem.
I already get the benchmark of how we've been there and waiting at some of the rules that will be get versus now waiting God say.
Yeah, what's in God say?
And sometimes we can battle with that, like, I don't say God say this, but this now we really, this now we culture.
And you know, a lot of time they emphasize on women submit to your husband.
Exactly.
They forget the fact that men love your wife.
Well,
Yes.
Don't worry. We're going to talk about that on Friday. You see, everything that come up on Radio Friday. On Friday, we're going to talk about that whole submission thing. Yes. We'll dissect that there.
They emphasize on the submissiveness and forget the love.
Thank you.
You know, so why not? Because it has to do with women. So any woman for submit to a man, even though if you work, you participate so much at the home, you take care of the kids, there are lots of homes in this country, 80% is being run by women.
Sure.
A lot. But where the woman is so overwhelmed, you don't take care of your home, you don't go sell the market, you don't come, you don't exhausted, and you want sex. You're the man. You don't know only the play the half. You see? So when we don't come, I don't cook for you, don't eat, you don't make myself in a net. The one if you say not submissive. Then don't take it for one. If you go abacha in the morning, 6 o'clock morning, you see woman pass their pocket say the driver. There are lots of women out there from 5:30 to 6. The man they sleep. And they sleep.
We agree. Yes. We don't talk about that this week already. We've been talking about how the home for be balanced. Like where it comes to a woman being the breadwinner of the house, the way how then they look at her versus a man being a breadwinner is different. Like you say, if the woman ain't the breadwinner, don't go to market, don't go sell it, don't go do this, don't go do. Where it can also, it still get second job.
Yes.
You get for cleaning, get for cooking, get for take care of the picking, and take care of the man. Before now, if in bed. But when a man is the breadwinner, it go now in workplace, he can't kaki foot, he watching TV.
Scatter everything. They scatter everything. They pull susiana, him socksiana, him vestiana. Now you for pick them up.
Man, they destroy it at the studio. November they come.
The working class. You go down pick all and see how they come back and say, hey, Then I also don't go walk home.
I tell
I don't
you.
get 7 o'clock. I don't know why.
But you still get for work.
You know,
No, we
submit.
still don't go work. Submit. We still don't come work. We still don't tell. Don't come with them. Therefore, cut it for you. But they still on the dining. They don't cut for yourself.
You know, say we got for himself, you know, emotional.
Not
You
emotional.
need for feel you love.
What's of?
You know, say you go to office, now your office you be the serve. Now you cannot also. I want for no say you love me.
Now that make I can tell me person say now two different. Me that I work like feel and I work really hard job. You know, an office work in the so and the being competition they blow you. Me that I feel like I for talk to me voice cut. They don't come back me exhausted and for put food on the table for you. Food then at table already. Okay, look like the microwave for yourself. It's not if for one man for her. You see all these things. So it's challenging for
So
a
you see,
woman.
these are some of the things that we can talk about. The other day we'll talk about the pressures on women for say you need for come to a point of just having an understanding. It's different if you get a wife at home because
Full-time housewife.
how it go there it completely different. It go be a lot more submissive in the
Yes.
manner that you want let it be.
Thank you.
But when una altun they come with something on the table, then there has to be a compromise. That's why when you see relationship them in the Western world, some of we can envy. Some man they envy, woman then they envy because yanda there's a compromise happening. There's an
compromise,
understanding.
yes.
So if the man come out working, wife not come out work, but the wife
You
be
go
don't cook.
Plus,
Yeah, the wife be don't cook. You go either take the food out from the fridge, put her inside the microwave, warm, eat, you okay. You don't get problem with that. Or like you said, the woman don't cook the soup already, cook the rest, he eats. You know they complain ever.
Anything.
But
You go
we
wash plates
African
and dishes.
thank
You go
you.
meet them and wash
But we
machine, wash
African
them.
men now, you put the food inside the fridge, the microwave today.
But we
Bara, they watch the food
And
till
then
you
they
can.
wait till you come.
we get to
go
understand
wait till you
also outside this thing they come on. It's not just coming from the fact that the man just choose for practice. That
Now wait till you don't
practice things
observe.
nowadays.
Now wait till they
An
don't teach
observation,
them.
and
Yeah.
it's not like it's just an observation. It don't feel like na the core
We
and the
don't normalize
foundation
them.
of waiting.
We don't normalize them, na this culture.
Because it's
Africa.
marginalization. We can to this part, especially when we talk about them from the cultural perspective. It is they show woman them as people that would not just get a say. They also they show woman them mostly like I would say possession, like property. Like for example, how is marriage is mostly done in Africa. It is just me they give me picking, you they accept me picking. So it's all like a
Transaction.
Yeah, that's business.
transactional, yes.
So when now that way they see say marriage done they already na the cultural spectrum for Africa. You get for accept say to a certain extent most men they don't use for see and say well woman there well
The commodity.
thank you.
I don't go
So-
buy you.
so-
If I can serve you.
So of course we will talk self then days they self but one very nice word we land we be help with or laugh a lot at the studio what they call Sava. And say I go take you picking for Sava.
Oh, Sova.
Oh, Sava, thank you.
The way you call her.
Sova.
Yes.
So you see, and people then agree say, well, me picking, you can Sova, it's okay, it's nice. No, just continue your bloodline because basically now they don't feel like. So now we don't get a man, don't grow up. They see in big brother, in papa, in uncle, in family. They all they take woman and say, oh, now Sova no more. Or any kind of thing. How you expect for just grab no more now they go and eat for himself.
Yeah. No,
So now that
it's
make
true.
that particular tribe they they practice and the woman and they work. Back then the woman they be just meant for be a housewife because they know what made the woman tire. That was the point.
Okay.
They're not going to go hustle like the other tribe. The own tribe come from team. The way woman go for go hustle. The men man back then the woman they hustle. It's not us for that. For survive, yes. So if I be readily prepared, the man they come. Unlike me on tribe, they go to go fenam. Also they come maybe the man now with bag of pusher, me na fish seller. Also look out tire.
Okay.
So the man go understand, but unlike you now, men you are meant for survival. So if you sit down and keep yourself together, you see. So now that make you see that tribe they way the mama them raise them up. Say man not for in the kitchen. That's why they raise them. I don't keep 1 or 2 way. If you come like kid like a bell, you can't pay paper for me. I say, oh, the day mama go be paper for me. You go to your hand and cry, go back crying at the south. Go complain and meet the paper for your wife. Talk less of you wash your wife in pants. It's forbidden.
Wow.
Yes. Because so that then they practice submissiveness from childhood. They don't raise them, but they will be king and for take care of your household as a man. So they make that particular time they get ego. If they're broke, for me come and take care of them, make it difficult.
Wow.
That particular tribe. Unlike me on tribe, we also can go find and also the hustle. But that tribe they dead for take care of the woman them. So then they practice the love your wife, a woman submits. So I mean, they put Sova in front of the business.
Wow.
You see?
I like the fact that we don't care for understand this Sova here. So because
People they talk about the Sova thing, but there's consequence to Sova. You know what come I can't for Sova, then you want make I go walk back.
but according to
because now modern life now, most people they know they sit on our own
So now
because of the economy.
Again.
Yeah, because of the economy, and
again.
we're not going to one person no more go work. What about if something changed in the economics and the man lost his job,
or because he gets an accident, capable of taking care of the home.
So all those things we consider now. So there's a lot of change.
Yeah, there's a lot of change. So I make the dynamic then are two jobs then left for the wife them, nursing and teaching. Because I work on the enable woman for come home early.
Oh, okay.
Yes, teaching. You go down teach till 3 o'clock. You come back home for take care of the
You get the details.
me, at this point, I'm really glad they say you come. The only time with me they get a little bit of constraints, if I'll be honest. And the fact say I come for land say, Timini themselves they pan the survive just that the survive word different for owner. And some people then they will do it.
Yes, but when I make team the man go marry to 3 wife.
And I don't think that this culture of woman not working and don't stop this of herself currently.
No.
And not stop
Currently,
her.
And don't look stop her.
But what it happen, it don't minimize the demand. Because if the it don't minimize the demand. So if the woman go for go like a teach or go school or maybe go do the nursing, don't come retire, maybe not get in morning. You know, you know gonna be mandated. You say Paul the man one time, you forget and attend. There's a negotiation going on na room.
Okay.
You see? So, but back then, during those times where the woman not work, she was a full-time housewife, it would be readily acceptable for the pa.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So, but now things don't change. The dynamics don't change. The old man on this kind of hustle and bring food at the table. So we're not going to depend on one person for just run the home.
Wow. So, well, it's nice. Me, at this point, I really, really wish I'd be able to get the opportunity for be a beneficiary of this sovereignty. Because it's not so bad. Because I strongly believe that a woman should not work.
Yeah,
I strongly believe that. The only time the problem they now, and the fact say at this point, if woman not work, it really makes sense. Why? Because people that can say, truth be told, we not get equality and equity the way we want it.
At all.
But at this point, we don't begin to see a lot of opportunities that they come more for woman than man.
Yes.
So if you say they shun the fact that this is the reality now, you might suffer for the rest of your life.
And if you also talk about the opportunity women they get, but also we get a challenge.
Okay.
We get opportunity once women are strongly encouraged to apply. Sorry, no so you don't want this woman, you don't encourage her for apply, but this woman get for a belly along the line. How many months maternity leave they give woman employees them? They just give 1 month, I think.
3 months.
3 months. Okay, 1 month before or 2 months after.
Yeah,
it's all that. So a lot of people they keep those maternity because if I want really rest at 8 months, but I don't go rest because I don't get enough time for suckling picking. So you go manage that belly, go come, but you don't go productive.
Yeah,
you go tire. I remember two of my colleagues when me and I work on get belly. We're gonna feel strongly. They were strongly pregnant. We're gonna feel for me the Canada motor car safe. It's
difficult,
easy.
yeah.
It's difficult, but how they go take the maternity leave? So they also increase on the months of maternity leave. And you say they push for 6 months. You know, I don't know if they don't begin practice.
6 months is more acceptable.
Thank you. They don't begin. Maybe they're gonna begin. That was I'm pushing for because 3 months before childbirth, then after a childbirth 3 months, you're gonna physically stable for come back to work. But maybe you're gonna work from home and all these things. But other people, I remember one time. I began a suggestion to somebody of my boss, a senior person. He said, "I go UNICEF."
See, these are some of the marginalization we can talk about for women, especially when they talk about that word equality. So man go take on to that extreme for say, and now you say you want to be equal. But we get this belly enough for work. But that's not being equal. Equality as well, they take into consideration somebody in your condition. So that's why they came up with the word equity.
Which is now,
for say now, okay, we'll think about this person in their own context. Yes. For women, biologically, it is just that for men, biologically, una no they get belly.
Yes.
But biologically for a woman, because now they carry the pregnancy, certain changes then get for happen. And I don't feel say you for marginalize somebody for that because it bring a new life into the world. And that process alone is a very difficult process for go through. Then now can add work, then now can add pressure, then now can add whatever else you want for add, where they add more pressure to a woman. So at the end of the day, then he say, oh, woman there, on are strong. No, we are forced to be strong.
We are forced to be
you
strong.
You are forced to be strong. Just the same way how you go work all day, just like the man, then you come back now, you can do all that work back, and then you say, oh, una sabi multitask. No, I have been forced to multitask. I not sabi multitask, but because through situation, you don't force me. Eventually, I get used to the idea, and I just keep quiet and submit. Because as soon as society say, don't dictate and say, even if I get belay, even if this happened to me, regardless of my gender, I will just keep quiet and get on with it.
Thank you.
Anyway, Fabule, this song guy is too sweet. Even though it's sweet again, it's there. Will they go for a very short commercial break? Then will they come back? When will they come back? We'll get a nice surprise for now.
Now you can send mobile money with no sonko, only with AfriMoney. Ilé you want send 5, 10, 50 or 5,000 leons or even more with no sonko. Yes, anytime, any day, every day, any side you in a salon, free with AfriMoney. No go outside and the pinch pan the lily where you want send. Avoid sonko. Use AfriMoney. Dial *161 *1 # for send mobile money free. AfriMoney to AfriMoney. For no more, call 161. AfriMoney. No sonko.
Use AfriMoney.
We na RC Bank, with Usim Couple, you dey work out with money na your phone all time.
We na RC Bank. Of course, now we get the most efficient and convenient internet banking platform, na Salon.
Of course, we na the bank of choice. Now we get the best prepaid card, na Salon. Come bank with we.
We na Rokel Bank. With a Visa debit card, you can do your transaction any side of the world inside you day.
We na Master Sabipa digital banking business, na Salon.
Na RC Bank. Now we get the best low interest rates na Salon.
We na Rokel Bank. We ATM they support careless transaction.
We na Rokel Bank. We they send and receive money through Western Union, MoneyGram and Rare.
We na Rokel Bank. With we e-couple, you can send money to anybody when you get bank accounts with we. Just ask for your telephone number. That's it.
Fambulem, another year. We na Rokel Bank. We na Agba Pan banking business na Mama Salon.
Michelle Group of Companies is reliable, competent, and trustworthy in providing quality service to its wide range of clientele. Through Mishcom, we provide premium internet service, secured data connectivity, VLAN and VOI over stats and fiber to mining industries, enterprises, hospitality industries, banks. We also provide fiber to homes, point-to-point, and satellite backup for Freetown and provincial regions. Through our Michelle Security Agency, called MSA for short, we provide a wide range of services that brings safety, security to our clients. Our services include Staff Guard, which also includes access and control room, customer service security, roving, mobile control, and many more. For more information, visit our head office at number 10I Samuel Lewis Road, Freetown, or call +232 73 554 616 or 232 32 554 616. Michelle Group of Companies. We are the leaders.
It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
To the brunch brought to you courtesy of Radio Fry Fry 97.1 FM. Of course, today I don't say the topic now, yeah, so iwam. You man, they don't vex. Me just dip on damage control. Me na damage control me they do. Because at this point, oh my God. Anyway, so we topic, just in case you're just tuning, we topic today, now, how we cultural practice then they affect woman there and the girl picking in a salon. Now they would go into, and we don't they talk with better one, but this marginalization issue where would they see women and they face consistently, continually, at their workplace and at their homes, them just because na so salon culture just don't make and not to say for the outside, not to say the outside. Salon culture more, man say salon culture, African culture more don't bring that issue there. So even as we do that, we wonderful guests today. He say get more today while more before I want to go side they go. So very kind side quick.
So before we get to the break, I remember something come up like my neighbor always talk about things that really affects women them. My neighbor them are like over the weekend the woman they cook ebe like for sale. You go down grab like 5:30, don't go of course, don't go buy can cook the ebe. Then I get like a 6-month-old baby. Cook the ebe, go sell the ebe, but go leave the pikin to the man. The pikin they cry. The man say, I said, what happened when the pikin they cry? My man no cry. Say, don't go so we go sell no cry. At 3 o'clock don't pass so. Now I say the pikin want eat. I say food there. He say no sabi mixer. How you know go sabi mix food per cup and spoon? He say no sabi. I say you go land today. I said I'm bring the one water, turn am, begin instruct am. What if I do? He don't feed the pikin. He manage feed am. Hey, you go choke. I say no go choke. You go land. If you manage freedom, I say now change the pampers. Wow, that was the problem. It was the taboo. Man, not for change picking pampers because I say about that tribe. Because that tribe they raise them up, not for help them. Well, not for help them with certainty. They not for do them. It's the meaning to their culture. A particular tribe. It's the meaning for a man beat pepper, for a man help woman a kitchen, for a man wash
be domestic in any way.
Thank you. So how if you can change in picking pampers? So they look up to one other woman for me the woman. I tell the woman, no help, make inland because now you and this woman come together and bond this picking.
Sure.
I said that they even strong the strength in the bond between you and Bobo. I said the Bobo go. When you see what the woman they go through daily. As he manage open up, I see the sheets.
He go and die.
So I put her on a pressure because I want me to understand what the woman they go through. Because he was so bitter, I don't feel us now. So the woman don't go left the street for go sell. And he go for sell for bringing food because
I don't tell you.
That be Okada rider, the Okada the garage and all that. The woman go for help you. So for help her not take care of the pig. So what he end up doing? Manage pull the paper so we know where the paper say left the pig empty. So no problem. You pass around. And so these are some of the hindrances. You know how they affect women because a lot of times, let's say now this woman not go sell, not bring food, and now we go sell the bye for can't cook.
For can't cook, exactly.
You know, now we come sell. So like in the evening, they go for cook like by then 6. I say in the kitchen with the woman, this that. Now by then 7 to 8 o'clock they eat. So if you not be go sell this ebe, will never be eat.
No.
So why you for change the pampers become a problem?
Yeah. Yes, and for me, I feel like some men are just extremists.
Very extremist.
Some people are just extremists. But we get a special surprise, like we say, here on Radio Fry Fry 97.1 FM with a broadcast everywhere, basically. And we have a special guest by the name of Diaka. He go introduce himself. And inside the part of the conversation, he go share in your thoughts on some of the cultural practices them where they affect women and girl child in Sierra Leone. Welcome to the show, Diaka. How are you? Now, Creole with the talk all the way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. So we discuss what are some of the cultural practices them we can affect women and a girl child in Sierra Leone. I mean, it's very wide and broad and varied, but you can answer it in whichever way you feel comfortable and maybe relate a little bit to your own field. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And majority of the time, the people who they force them for get married, people who are older than them. So
Yeah, would I get you?
I don't hear where you me right now.
Yeah, we can
Yes.
hear you.
Okay. Majority of the times that people were older than them, so you dey find out that you still say we get sexual we get picking where they below 18. And they still say rape evolve because we are sending. So I think it's really important because for wake up and realize some of them traditional practices they are active one they are so and they hold we BN for able for developers continent.
Okay, thank you so much for your contribution and
So
thank
I
you
think
so
I will
much
stop
for
here.
making time for be part of the conversation. That is Diaka Koroma, and he joined me shortly inside the conversation. Hope you have a good day. Okay, we'll continue with the conversation here on Radio Fry 97.1 FM. Just like Diaka say, culture is not anything bad because culture na in the essence of who that we be. And it states the kind of values then what we supposed to forget. And it give you identity as to Usai Komo. So it get in very positive side. And then, of course, you get also the negative side of practices where some man then can take on, we can affect that culture day. For let some people say, oh, that culture then are so then they, that culture then are so then they do, because of some of these negative actions. But again, I want to say thank you to Diaka for joining the show. Hope that we get to have you another time here on the brunch on Radio Fry. Really appreciate your time. But we'll continue with the conversation as always. We don't talk about culture in the sense of marginalization, in terms of like how women are affected by that. And we want to also now move into some of like the more serious implications of marginalization or sexism or stereotyping, whatever you want to call it, the terminology, where they affect women them. Diaka don't begin with one when at FGM itself, and with FGM, people then can associate with the Bondo society. But later on in April, we'll get to talk about all those cultural things that we'll get inside Sierra Leone, where they include some of their society groups them, so we can educate on them so that we're all aware as people of Sierra Leone, waiting their part of we culture. But a negative side that comes up on the side of the society is the practice of female genital mutilation, where na terminology, where na global. It's very global. Everybody they talk about NGO groups, and they talk about world groups, and they talk about and I think for most parts then they come off from the health implication associated with that practice where they happen. And in Sierra Leone we had a recent case of 3 girls that died because of the practice of FGM. Diaka, I don't know, do you have any information on that, on those recent cases that happened?
The cases from Cambia.
Oh, so you want to touch light on that one day? I'm not sure if it
Yes.
is. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So one thing where I really want for highlights per den cases that's right now with the go on is the fact that we they see both politics again we they see resistance from society. On that note, the reason why I say that
Mm-hmm.
one of them was below 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
She was 14 years. One was above 18 years. Life, that same thing, take them, beg the picking in. So then take and say, you did tell me like this is something where they happen now normal. We've been Bondo Bush. That basically Bondo Bush don't turn being grown for picking them. What happened? There was these organizations that we did that district away Yeribo this case. Now then send reports where they act so swiftly. So the fact that the body made them do post-mortem. And you get the other picking where they below 18 years of age, where when join where he died, then afraid say because of waiting don't happen at the other village, they no one made them come back exhuming body. So they left the picking make it decayed to the place where the police then can. Some of them think they are so for me, really they pain me heart, they ache me because people are lost leaders then at this clear. And what do we leaders them they fail for real is that if they not pass law, national policy, I mean we understand say yes, policies then can play, not really a role in terms of society's mindset. But at least it is serve as a point for back tack this issue. Because laws then I see communities are able to get away inside society, like able for sitting, feel comfortable for them. It really affects us not only mentally but also with economy. The way they watch with economy, it is strain, it is struggle because we basically they discriminate, they push aside the population, the gender will hold more than half of the population, kill them, would they abuse them, would they discriminate them, to the point where we're not able to contribute to the social and economical development of the country. FGM now one of the major Now daily they start because we became born, they need think for go put and make him married until FG. So FG native cultural practices them they start from inside Sierra Leone.
All right. Thank you so much, dear.
So as of we did right now, we know that right now the Sowe's them the police dress some Sowe's them and some other individuals away because one of the picking them, then the mama and then give consent for me the picking go join.
Mm-hmm.
So this arrest certain people them, but since one of them go join them, then join out 17 other picking them. So right now we get 17 other picking away inside the Bondo bush. Where as of now we not get any information of them for pulling commando. And then they able pulling commando until the so mommy we puts them. And the so mommy we puts them. So you dey see picking and this Bondo so to school and we realize we get a free education system. You know, we government in number one priority where they try for focus education. So why we get to one for going to school? They live one with the see and that thing is really being done. But I think we'll get there, you know, don't come off far. We saw there right now, it's really so much progress made. We're so glad that even this kind of thing has so we able for it not be possible.
Okay, thank you, Diaka, for that contribution on FGM.
I think I for now.
Sure, thank you. On FGM, where then can say female genital mutilation. It don't give you your own thoughts with regards with culture. It talk about some of the positive aspects and some of the negative cultural practices which can be harmful to women and girl child in Sierra Leone. But just like I say, inside April, we get to talk about we culture and we heritage. And when it comes to culture, like we already done express just a little while ago, culture is something where they give you value and your identity. And when you look at some of these societies that were then being created, it be actually come off from a good place. Especially when you talk about the Bondo Bush, you actually look at the history of the Bondo Bush. It's a rite of passage for women to enter into womanhood. So the lady, I've forgotten her name. Is it
Madam Yoki?
Okay, Madam Yoki. Naim being creates the Bondo Bush Society. In your take, the reason why it been doing now for let women then learn a little bit about womanhood, how to be a wife, how to be a woman, how to be disciplined, all them different things and in your category of women we for enter, you say, well, you don't reach womanhood. Now, the laws that don't change on womanhood, would I they consider an adult? Back in the day, before we get all these strict laws, now they say that 18 years, most people will say, okay, where the girl child don't get in first menstrual cycle, or they will say 16. So it's a little bit anonymous in terms of like, what do you mean by woman on one side, but it not be intent for let it be on a child. Now, as things and the transform and go on, you see say some people still agree with the culture and the tradition because for them it is part of their culture and tradition, and then once for let it happen. So now some of the health practitioners from around the world, they say, okay, we're not they condemn the culture or the heritage of that rite of passage, but what would they say? It's not possible for let we get a trained practitioner we go do the cutting properly in a way that it not affects the person in health, it not go cause death, over bleeding, then kind of things and they because nothing happened with the girls that were being affected just the last couple of days, that it was probably done in an improper way will lead to then death. So now then the practitioners around the world, they say, okay, is there another way of doing this? And we don't get this conversation before on Radio Fry. We'll be get some people then we say you get some woman that we can go to some clinics we say I want to let you do the cutting but I want to let you do it in a surgical way. I don't want for do inside the Bondo Bush society kind of way. I still get for go through that process, but me they do in a surgical way. And some clinics then they around way capable of doing that. I'm not too sure of them right now, but the term will be to get a conversation 2 years ago, that idea or that pathway being available for women them. So we'll move on with the conversation, because this conversation is not only about FGM. FGM are one of the main ways in which a woman and a girl child is affected by cultural practices that can be harmful to them. So you get other one them as well, where can be anybody where they encourage any form of exploitation. And where you encourage exploitation, it can lead to a lot of things like violence. It'll lead to abuse. It'll lead to injustice. It'll lead to discrimination. It'll lead to marginalization. It'll lead to forced marriage, child marriage. There's a difference between child marriage and forced marriage.
Yes, forced marriage can be an adult.
Exactly.
Forced to get married.
Exactly, out of their own will. And then the child as well, of course, is out of their own will because they've not reached the age of consent. And then you have some initiation rites, like one of them we don't talk about, can be harmful. Some of them can be harmful. You also have the idea of male preference. Some of the things them way Lawrence can talk about. Or you have a sexual slave. I mean, nowadays we're not going to use the word slavery, but you get trafficking where they happen, where they're part of that sexual slavery, or part of the violence or the exploitation or the abuse or the injustice. Trafficking gets all of those angles coming in. And you also get some taboos, some taboo practices that can be harmful within we African culture. But at the end of the day, like we say, we've been begin the conversation with what is the difference between equality, equity, and liberation. And for most women, if you talk about the cultural practices that are harmful, then 3 words then they come into play. Because at the end of the day, waiting woman and the fight for. Now for let you consider them for say, I am human too. Basically, I am human too. I just want you consider say, me na mortal man just like you the man, where they impose some of these things on me. Or we get to talk about other general issues. You have general abuse that is happening around the world, both male and female. We understand. We get to come to that topic day. But for this match, we focus more on women and the girl child. For we society and we culture, for just come to that point and say, that puts myself inside this person in shoes. Let understand in your context. Let feel like how this person can feel, and it will make you change how you respond to things. Like Zainab gave an example of a neighbor. Then not just a classic, but a simple scenario where it can happen on a day-to-day basis in Sierra Leone, and we're not going to take and make anything. You don't lose your job as a man. Don't come now to the masculinity side. We don't talk about that one day. You masculinity side, you don't get job. Okay, fine. Waiting you want to do now this us. You not get job, me not get job. We get picking. What you want to do? Nothing. Nothing is not going to pay the bills. Nothing not get for feed we. Nothing is not going to help. Even the child will get for let it grow up fine in the way how we want to. So sometimes the woman get for step in. And we don't talk about that during the week for say, in some cases where the man can lose in job, for a short period of time, the woman can step in as the breadwinner for support the family, let the family not collapse. And in the example of from Zaina Wegi of a neighbor, now exactly that. The man be there riding Okada and Okada don't park because of maintenance issue or whatever issue. Now in order able ride for let it bring money to the host. So in the meantime, the wife don't say, okay, well, I don't want to sit down no more, we just then at host. I got to do something with the skill sets what I get. As I be cook. Okay, I go to market, I go buy the stuff, can't cook the food, go sell. Now the woman don't go sell, you get it picking with you now host. You get some masculine, negative masculinity. That what's on that color? Toxic masculinity. Now the word down the word they look for toxic. Where you they make babati, even by you problem you they make babati. Like saying now you get total control. Like you for anyway. I know I'm vexed. Like continue with how they explain. So you get toxic masculinity, or some men that were on the extreme side, where they really no need for be on the extreme side. For say, they're not they do nothing at the house until the woman come back. And in this case, this man get picking at us. The picking, you get for changer, you get for feeder, you get for make her sleep. If you just left the picking in one, that's a form of abuse, neglect.
Severe.
It is under neglect. You didn't neglect the child because of your toxic masculinity ideologies where you get now your mind say, man not for. So you don't make the picking a strain at us because man not for. Then you don't wait for let the woman come. If the woman late because you're not able to sell the yebe to the time where it's supposed for sell the yebe, you for punish him. I'm asking you a question. You for punish him. You for can now chastise her. Why can't I also late? You know say me not sabi do this. You know say that you for can't do this. You mean I demand at this house. I go expect. Is it fair? So when they talk about equality, equity, and liberation, put yourself inside that shoe. Imagine now you go out all day. You don't work, you don't find way for let your family can eat. Then when you cannot, then chastise you back. You go begin for things like, I did do something wrong. Is there something wrong with me?
So there comes the woman vulnerability.
Exactly.
You see?
So these are some of the things that we'll talk about. But again, sorry, we get to go on a very short break. Take some news from VOA and some commercial breaks, and then we will come back, delve back into the conversation. Zainab will give your own contribution. The phone lines go open on 088-971-971 for let you be part of the conversation.
Now you can send mobile money with no sonko, only with AfriMoney. Ilé you want send 5, 10, 50 or 5,000 leos or even more with no sonko. Yes, anytime, any day, every day, any side you in a salon, free with AfriMoney. No go outside and the pinch pan the lily where you want send. Avoid sonko. Use AfriMoney. Dial *161 *1 # for send mobile money free. AfriMoney to AfriMoney. For no more, call 161. AfriMoney. No sonko.
Use AfriMoney for free.
We na RC Bank. With Usim Kopo, you dey work out with money na your phone all time.
We na RC Bank. Of course, now we get the most efficient and convenient internet banking platform, Salon.
Of course, we na the bank of choice. Now we get the best prepaid card, na Salon. Come bank with me.
We na Rokel Bank. With a Visa debit card, you can do your transaction any side of the world side you take.
We na Master Sabipa digital banking business, na Salon.
Na RC Bank. Now we get the best low interest rates na Salon.
We na Rokel Bank. We ATM they support careless transaction.
We na Rokel Bank. We dey send and receive money through Western Union, MoneyGram, and Rare.
We na Rokel Bank. With we e-copper, you can send money to anybody when you get bank accounts with we. Just ask for your telephone number. That's it.
Fambulem, another year, we na Rokel Bank. We na Agba Pan Banking Business na Mama Salon.
Mitchell Group of Companies is reliable, competent, and trustworthy in providing quality service to its wide range of clientele. Through Mishcom, we provide premium internet service, secured data connectivity, VLAN and VOI over stats and fiber to mining industries, enterprises, hospitality industries, banks. We also provide fiber to home, point-to-point, and satellite backup for Freetown and provincial regions. Through our Mitchell Security Agency, called MSA for short, we provide a wide range of services that brings safety, security to our clients. Our services include Staff Guard, which also includes access and control room, customer service security, roving, mobile control, and many more. For more information, visit our head office at number 10I Sasame Lewis Road, Freetown, or call +232 232-73554-616 or 232-32554-616. Michelle Group of Companies. We are the leaders.
Sage on the beat.
Africa love, Africa love, Africa love. I come on to West Africa, me country in a salon, me city in a free tongue, book fills, but a salute. We can eat guests with hands, send and done with different sauce. We believe in God, yes, Ghana, Papa God with us. Woman then gets training, we man them hard working. We can join hand together for make better team happy. Granny in a garden, the plant Steve in Plaza, swaka with me a foot, now and the only a back, Kasada ton gari, Kasada ton fufu. We can place with hand to God and say, by God, they what we get, but put in the like a diamond and gold. Guys is in the place, warm, this is in the place cold. But Kuman can let for body, and bloody maybe or jolly. Now they but Kuman can get the chance for meeting old body. They rag balla together and they go to self-defala. The check now the map, you the friend we now West Africa. Not to man, not to woman, not in people. No matter how you day, I tell you we all equal. Every nation getting type and belief system. We can pass the same lesson till we begin them. We culture a reach and the people the friendly. We tradition, the values, the morals, we blend with family, we not warrior. No matter who's how we come out, we get the African blood and the food now we got. We skillful, we handy, we hardworking. Religious tolerance, now we nation, but that's something. Everybody get the rights for belong Usa in one day. I thank God for Salon, the peace and we feel. Kasada live in rest. Speaking friend and a salon, a goosey soup in the bar. Nigeria man can enjoy the banku and the okko. Ghana back in the pata, Liberia tobogi, they can send and don't walla. The same people, we can sit on at one table, we all mingle. No matter who's you come out, Africa, now you home. That's the food for your soul people.
It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
I will do, and I welcome once again to Brunch, show brought to you courtesy of Radio
Lawrence, dip and breathe. At us, we don't corner inside this studio in the break.
Hey, God. You know understand.
The pressure where they are right now, and I neck now with the power right now.
There's a lot going on in this studio. There's a lot going on even in this topic. There's a lot going on in Sierra Leone that we have not been addressing. So like we address her right now.
Exactly.
And it is good that we're having these topics out there. In a fine way, I would say the current generation, they're able for Yegi dancing there. So we're not for position we say for well. Because mostly something in the way we really get vague understanding on. But anyway, before we go into the talk back and all, just in case you're tuning now, this is Radio Fry 97.1 FM, and we bring to our favorite show, of course, the brunch, where we can talk about any kind of bad things. Today we talk about now with woman there, with sister there, how culture done the hit there the wrong way. We want for like go into and help we all for more see how for revisit certain things them. And able to understand things from the woman in perspective. Of course, if you have been done the listening from the start of this month, you have always don't remember this word we can say. This will month here with a tag with this one, girl's eye view. If you want, you can call her woman in eye view now. For a girl's eye view, and that is because we want people to be able to see how the woman in the suffer, outside the woman in the strain. More begin for think of how for solve them and how for be of support to the woman there. Inside this, we gender parity, so they do so right now. So, of course, to me, one getting at the studio, we get Mrs. Brigitte Dalton to say, and of course, we get Mrs. Zainab. Miss. Oh my God.
I love the Miss.
See, wait, you know too much, so you don't understand.
I'm still confused, but anyway, we have Miss.
Offline conversation.
We have Miss Zainab.
Yeah.
I know, like it's been a wonderful, like the Uma, so it just
She's
gets
a very powerful
lot.
woman.
She has so much warmth in her.
Yeah.
So we don't talk about this topic here, and we don't talk about different ways that women they suffer from marginalization, discrimination, abuse, violation in their own basic human rights.
Injustice, discrimination. The words in Boku.
Plenty. And I feel like there's something that will be just touch them on and come up.
But first, give the verse of the day.
Okay, the verse of the day. The verse of the day they come up from Matthew 18:6, and it says, "If anyone causes one of these little ones, those who believe in, if anyone causes one of these little ones, those who believe in me to stumble, it will be better for them to have a large millstone hung around their neck and to be drowned in the depth of the sea."
If you harm any small picking or you cause small picking for sin, God say you might as well just die.
But we are not going to understand. But God in back literal.
Okay. No, but it take vengeance because for the picking then get innocence.
Yeah.
And you not the one will get the knowledge. And if you cause harm to an innocent soul, you're not glad about that. And if you make that innocent soul back sin because of your own selfish desire, you're not glad about that. So it make them very strict for you not even say, well, this go happen, you they die.
I mean, I've been no say verse like that even there.
Oh, okay. God is not glad about that. So what they go around walking talk about child abuse, child marriage, force this, that, whatever. God is never happy about those things. And it don't make them clear. Anyway.
Indirectly, nothing God talks so now what you can talk back, you say you go die, IOP. So we get a verse of the day where they come up from Henry Miller, and it says, "Two strengths lie in submission, which permits one to dedicate his life through devotion to something beyond himself." So, what's in that strength as far as this person they talk that where you can at that place now your life, where you able for put your life down, for make you able for your life able for actualize something way far greater than you. Not for me they live, no more for me get money in a bank. But how the same this make me life mean something for other person in life. Make me life able for contribute to society. Now they talk about and another way they try for do so now. Forget we all for able for do we own small part. Or make even the generation where they have for come and the one way they now not going to necessarily link for go through what most of you already don't go through, especially in the female perspective since the month of March this. So like how we talk, we just and the scripture we just read, they talk about the young one and how God they get the 40 map per month neck with stone for them. Can you imagine? And one of the things that we find out say people that they suffer from when it comes to this culture thing and this early marriage thing. The reason we make our one talk about it now because like it's becoming too much. Why you go see somebody at the age of 16 get 3 picking, and in a picking still, which means you not get the sense for men picking yet.
You're not able to.
More forget about the fact say childbearing gets in young pain, and most of the people that we go see they go into early marriage where they get like then 3 picking at age 16. If you check true, then they not get that kind of medical facility where we get now. We go say they go for say make the woman comfortable in the hospital before the bed, let they come and all. But now, wait till meet now. When the mommy say push, now that be send you. When they are lucky month, if you hear what's in them, other people they can go through stuff. And some of you can just gladly because we don't have a free tongue. Where if you get below, the car you go, it's motorcar. You all back where you go inside. All your
opportunity they back home.
I know, right?
So not all my free tongue. A lot of people themselves don't go through that. Where they not. Well, I'm not gonna say they are forced into early marriage or forced marriage.
Or teenage pregnancy.
Teenage pregnancy to intimate partners and all these sort of things. So then along the line gets fistula. You know, right now one of the challenges where they face with women the way they go through early marriages or child marriage because you know if body not fully ripe yet for child bearing, you know they're 15, 16 or let's say 14. We don't get kids in our shelter when are 13 years picking them.
Oh my God.
Yes, 13, 14 picking year old, 14-year-old picking, child picking or the sexually abused or the rape where gets pregnant along the line and but through they will get safe delivery. Most of the one that we not pass through Wallop International.
Yeah. And,
you know?
and the bad thing about this is with something in the way people can think about when you think about early marriage. Now, just most people, if you check when you think about early marriage, don't you they kind of have their mind that the fact say, that picking get for born picking at such an early age and it get for fed for men. And most of the things that way they fail for their lives. Now, firstly, who that they married to? Check no more. Most of the time when you check early marriage cases,
it's never the age group.
Now some big pa, then go give them.
Pa, no big pa, pa.
And what's that they mean? It means that picking they get for go through most of in life after that party with dissatisfaction because being honest, she never really experienced what love was supposed to be.
Sure.
And if you check really what inside them married, then they. Mostly there is rape involved because waiting a rape na sex without consent. Telling the pikin no go want the pardon by and done because I'm for color.
They don't be told that for me small, for me 5 years. You don't begin take care of the family. Maybe you don't begin spend. You don't trust the past some heavy money because a lot of time debt bondage can be inside here. One of the elements of trafficking. You know because I don't go. Maybe the partner some influential person in the community. You get shop, you get what's in. Me so vulnerable, I need money for start a business. Maybe the mommy need money or the partner some seedlings for support my farming process. And you don't trust me, and I will pay you back. So I got me 5-year-old picky. I go give to you. Now me they give to you. The family they give to you.
Wow.
And that they happen.
From 5.
Yes, they don't be told to you. Yes, say you go take this picky way big. So that make you not go wait today because you see you don't 50, say the 60. Maybe as the beginning of 15 years, I don't do now. Make now. My the men.
Wow.
That's why they come. Subtly, everybody don't normalize them. Like I said, not so bad. Then I don't take care of them. If I'm small, part they take care of them. Even when people like us, because but there is something attached to that we don't know behind the scene what's going to happen. We force this family for go into that agreement with that person, that influential person. Because if you check all these men that do this early marriage or forced marriage, they're kind of influential in the community. Yes, it can be a chief, it can be somebody for a business person and all these things. Poor money they do early marriage or child marriage.
Wow.
Yes, check and good no more. We all work with it, we know. We don't get the complaints them. So this speaking get 2-3 mates and we go. So exploitation also they inside. Because they go work for a big mate there. So they go work for a big mate there because you get one, maybe you get 2 mates. The bigger, the first one can be kind of accommodating. Not like a mama and they take care of the home.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Yeah, I'm just a call from Big Man Service, the president of Tibet, Texas, the McKinney.
Okay, so you're not the president. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm the president.
What's now your contribution?
First of all, I like the program so much. I don't even follow when I'm in a different dimension. But like to the question where we ask, how do cultural affect women and girls? Now, first of all, the word cultural means now it's a living society inside people in there. and what people don't use show the custom, right? I like how they affect girls and women in society more. Like they count a shame if the girl or a woman particularly not agree for abide within the cultural to the society. They count a shame to them. And even the provocation is a rampart to accompany them. So you know join. Hello?
Yeah, we get you.
Fine. If they count a shame to the girl or a woman, we now be particularly to the cultural. Like example, the copy they count provocation say, you know the part of the culture. So the woman they be boringness towards the cultural when you not join. So these now some of the effects of what I give, but at least una see me take.
All right,
thank you so much.
I think that it's how we talk about the sense of belongingness. You know, like a small community.
Yeah.
So if you not the part of the cultural practices, yes, you are shunned or you are isolated. You know, because I not be really like I tell you, so I not be comfortable for talk about those things, but I know how Bondo they bring unity among people in the community. They bring oneness, they bring sense of belongingness. Now make I like what the first that possibly the on call talk about Bondo apart from FGM. Although it's difficult, you know, go get the Bondo society without the cutting because the cutting and they bring the how I go say in the initiation. You know, and the rights, the rights standing. You know, now the bond and the oath when they take. So I'll keep this secret. I will say this out, which I was also part of because 6 years ago, I was 6 years. Like what I tell me, say, you know, for say this out. That's why I don't feel comfortable talking about those things because you take oath. You know, so now it's different. So you can't get bond of society without the FGM. You know, it's difficult for make you separate. And so now make when Brigitte talk about somebody go to a clinic, you get in courts. That's not bondo. That's circumcision. Okay. You are being circumcised. So you know, so it's different. You know, the cultural rights in depth. I don't really want to talk about. But what is supposed to talk about unity and what they bring among people in the community and how you be isolated if you or your family not participate in them. That's one of the challenges where they face as a small community where you not participate. You like typically you call you Nagboa from the Mende side. Because like you
outcast.
Yeah, an outcast, you Nagboa, you know for talk to somebody, you know for like growing up now from that end, you know for even like how they play you play with somebody or you push them or you soak them. It's a problem because you
become an enemy now.
Yes, you don't know what I don't go through in that society. Bush, you can't suck me, or you can't suck tit me. You know what I mean? It counts value. I'm being valued as a woman. I'm complete. You are nobody because you don't go through that right day. Or don't go through. So it counts some amount of value. You are highly placed in the society. Counts to respect. You know, those are some of the things. So talking to I began classmates, they're like, well, me don't go through, you don't go through. We are not age mates. We're not equals. Because I don't go through, you know, I don't go through successful and come out. Who are you for talk to me like that?
Wow.
So that's the thing. So that made that scholar calling it bring me back to those memories. You know, we say somebody go feel like I in a community if you're the part of it, they go show them out. You see, and even picking them back, they go to work. So they could them bring the idea so they say, we'll go join picking, they become excited. Yeah, because they want for talk to the company, they want for feel placed also in a society. You know?
So with all of that said, I don't really want to go into the Bondo itself. What team Brigitte want to talk about now, like how is the I would say exclusion of a certain amount of people there or citizens of society a good thing in any way? Most can say are not joint self. It's just like when we're talking about half of call list, so fine. When we're talking about politics, you get some man with the APC, some man with the SLPP, some man with the NGC, all man they all sides, some man don't agree votes. I remember when man they talk say we never waste we vote, all kind of talk, all man talk, they will begin say, but no waste you ain't no vote, now you vote waste. So go vote and all them things that were and everybody but there was this unity, everybody still was somehow one. I mean I don't remember say with the guy and like say no you're not SLPP, no you're not APC or that kind of thing. But according to what I'm hearing, it's almost like if me not be woman and I did in a village right now and I'm not ready for joining it or I not choose for joining it, that means say basically if I want go get water na water side I for pass other side or I for go na net. So that's it now maybe alligator go eat me. Because like it sounds scary and it sounds very lonely, and they bring a lot of low self-esteem.
Yeah,
to
they
the
bring the low
person.
self. Yes, so like you are subtly being forced to be part of them, subtly because you know go one be excluded by the community. You know, say woman in the talk, you know, go allow for make you talk there. You know, and you say for one talk, say come in the talk. You want play with them. You want play with your company as a child. You know, you want talk about things openly with them, but because you know they're part of the society, you are not allowed to.
Yeah. And when you look at the history of civilization and people, there's always a rule of thumb on how to behave. And I would say back in the day, where we know they part of that generation, them being get a rule of thumb of how to behave. The woman then get the rite of passage, the man then gets the rite of passage. Now with modernity we come inside, religion we come inside, some people now begin to say, okay, well, religion, they give me a different perspective for think about. Sometimes I don't consider them before, but because I only get two choice, I either follow the man in rite of passage or the woman in rite of passage. Now the only option then down the way I've been get, so I've been get for choose. But now when modernity don't come inside, modernity in tell me say, no, you can make your own choice even if you know want for join.
Okay. Yeah.
Or religion go tell you say no, what they do is incorrect. And so that one they don't come with a mix of ideologies or how people then they make their own decisions. So that's why you go say now I go feel excluded or I go feel like it's unfair. Because you have more variety of choice to choose from. Exactly. Before it been very restricted. This or this, it done.
Yes, yeah.
So even if you feel bad, you this like it says subtly, you they make the decision anyway because now the only way that one
day belong.
Exactly.
You know, now like where they go say like the mind that's get in society where certain time then go there in a community, even if you go work as an NGO staff, you if they pull the society, you go for the inside because you're not part of them. So let's say you have activity for conduct, you go for counsel them until you become part of them. Then you peacefully go about your business.
Wow.
So you see, so not like a sort of way for make the confusion. Say you go for the part of this. So a lot of time politicians they even join mass society because they also become politicians. Because that subdivision they take now that society will go take them. Yes, I remember one time they go some I don't know 10 years or 15. I don't remember. One prominent politician, they will talk about something they go force her for do. Now the one day bush, you know, talk about a blast. You see, but if you say if one tough flag there, I go for come through the process. So you see, so that's such a big thing. So the cultural practice anyway, we say we don't normalize them. If it happen.
Indeed. If you just joined the show, this is not the brunch here on Radio Fry 97.1 FM. You're able to call we now. The phone lines them open on 088-971-971 for you be part of the conversation. You can send a text message, WhatsApp message, do a WhatsApp call, a direct call. We there also for listening to your own thoughts and ideas about how cultural practices can affect women in girl picking them. And we're also there on Facebook Live at Radio Fry. You go under the live feed and you can just send in your comments. Me want to ask a question to the man that they listen to we on Radio Fry. I want to ask, is it difficult? Is difficult for a man then just be considerate what he can to cultural practices towards women? Is possible for you just be considerate? Because that question they ask, they also lead to other aspects of society where go beyond the cultural practices. Because for most women, especially the one that we feel subjugated, marginalized, the ones going through abuse, the ones being sexually violated or domesticated or whatever you want to call it. Like I said, the words them boku, we come to the negative aspects of how society they treat woman them. But if you able place yourself inside the woman in shoes, I believe say a lot of the culture, the religion, the law, they change. Like Zainab they talk about the example of maternity leave, for example. If you demand they go through the same process where the woman they go through, I believe say the law will be completely different. Because now you don't understand the physical changes them, the emotional changes where they go through the woman in your own body, instead of not get control half of the things that where they go through in our own body. So if a consideration can be made, and let's say, for example, woman, they now say, no, we don't want 3 months leave. We go on leave at 6 months, so that by the time after 3 months after the birth, we will be ready. Is that a difficult consideration for Mick? Is it a difficult consideration for a man and a woman we say they elect themselves? I'm going to remind you again about what in Christianity say about the roles of man and woman. Where God make Adam, he make her in one. Then he realized say Adam lonely, he need a partner. Partner. Exactly. He not say he need a slave. He not say he need somebody wait for bully. He need somebody where they think like him, act like him, where you go reason with, where you go share things with. Oh, look at that cow. Oh, look at this. Oh, let's build this. Let's do a partner. And the word partner, it not necessarily mean this not something very difficult to explain. Because in the role of man and woman, God says the man is the head because he make him force and I end in charge.
So now the complication coming.
Fine, but partnership does not, in order to remove that responsibility there. You still there as the head, but there's an equal thinking of this person, they think like me, they act like me, they reason like me. And so I go one yeri in your own view, in your own thoughts. So after and God make Eve, he even make Eve from Adam. So if this person is your flesh of your flesh, your bone of your bone, as poetically as the Bible don't say, that means say like you go and take care of him in such a way that you don't want to let it broke, let it pull, let something happen to him because it's from you. And God make Eve from him because he need Adam for understand say this person is just like you. You just share the same blood. You just share this. Everything is the same. Then he move on to where you move on in the Bible. He move on to Ephesians, and Ephesians we get for dissect Ephesians for Una on Friday. We'll get for talk about the role of submission or the definition of submission. What it actually mean in terms of Papa God in your word. We're not to talk now about culture.
I like what you tell about
Papa God in your word. Although today we'll talk about culture, but I lay me cards out for I arrive now at culture. So inside Ephesians, God tell we about submission. Say the man for left usai they can join with the woman and they will become one. Inside that one, the woman you roll na for le you respect your man, you get all the rules. Then to the man, Iggy, the same under the same submission clause. And not take inside another chapter. As he done the woman in, he continue with the man in inside the same chapter. And now move on for say, likewise, men, you should love your wife as Christ loved the church. And then he explained what he mean by that, in case you don't understand. Because some of you who don't understand God, or when you been talking that word, who not be understand and so. Because God sabi we, now make he explain more on that side for man. He say like man for like him wife like how he like in flesh. A reminder of Adam, where he make Eve from Adam. Now in flesh. Thank you. So he say you for like you wife like how you like your own flesh. Okay, so man can be very extremist. Well, me I don't like myself, so I will go like me not to talk about that day. I don't want to let you take me that side. I want to let you be constructive inside your mind morally. Because we conscience can they talk to we, and we they decide for refuse what's in the conscience they say, deny what's in your conscience they tell you, suppress them, numb them, block them, and go with what's in everybody else they say. But inside you, God left something inside you, only you hear. Only you feel
in a quiet time.
So now that side they me they talk to right now on Radio Fry. So what it tell you say for like you wife like how you like you flesh. Now a command where it give. So now make I ask the question. It's difficult for them man then just put themselves inside woman in shoes.
No, you know, say woman should get IE, we're not used to that.
See, I know why you come with extra description, not change it. Talk. Then a serious talk at the pants.
Very serious too.
I remember
it's
when
difficult.
Lawrence talk about him, mama. Maybe go and share.
Share some experience. Because right, like we say, right
because
now.
When it comes to boy picking, mama, they're so attached.
No, that's fact. Me and my mama, you cannot dare it. You don't have the way.
Put your foot in your mama's shoe now.
Like being honest, like growing up in a home where I would say my father was an alpha male because my papa be the kind of person where he come if you motor car turn collegiate school junction.
Therefore, they open the gate.
I mean, no, if not be just me and my mama and my sister, you probably don't say, or he's just that kind of person to his family. I mean, if my papa turned the curve for Rondon, no more the drive, and we also did like a 6 host them from the junction. Even the one that they sell, they didn't shake. Fact. Because my father was just that kind of dominant personality. My papa don't want that person, not also 1 or 2 with cutlass. Fact. And he was that kind of, he was just seen like stiff and tough and all of that. And for me, seeing papa laugh. I remember the first time I saw my father laugh, I was shocked. He's that kind of person.
Like you can laugh?
I'm telling you, we get dining table. I don't remember ever seeing my father sitting there to eat. I'm telling you, in fact, he was just that kind of tough person. He manned his own life. He had his master bedroom. That was where he ate. The dining table was for guests. So, like, when it comes to all of these things, it was tough for him to relate with us, for us to relate with him, and all of that. And, of course, yes, he loved my mom in his own way. But there is a kind of, well, for woman, love no attention. Love not to provision. And if it is provision, I would say my father did well.
Okay.
Everything was in the house, all of that. But you see that attention?
I'll get time for you, mama.
I'm not hiding it. I remember the first time I saw a father hugged his son in front of me. I burst into tears because I never had that experience in my whole life. It's just that kind of person. So imagine to me, my mama go to because I'm saying this now because I am the only son in my family. My father gave birth to like 6 ladies before he got me. I'm the only and the last child. And I never had a hug. So they get me point, So like imagine what my mom went through. And I remember catching my mom so many times in the kitchen and she'll be crying. Like it go to try for hide because in our kitchen don't see nobody no go. And she'll be there and she'll be trying to like just vent out her emotions. Because say you talk to my papa, listen. You explain to her. I remember the first time I took my assignment to my dad. It was a mathematics assignment. My papa make a know in my brain and my spirit and my soul and my body, so I don't forever do them. I remember I was in Form 2. That was the first time I ever knew what algebra looked like and what equations seemed like.
X squared plus 3 squared.
And I took it because I was smart. I know one day meet up math on Sabi it. And that was the first time I saw letters in mathematics and I was confused. I was like, okay, the only possible I believe that the one family is smart past all man and my papa. So I took my assignment to him and I was like, Dad, help me. And he looked at the assignment and he was like, now this now you not sabi.
He back not sabi.
But no. He said, now this now you not sabi with all this school fee. Say anyway, X times Y now Z. Get out. He done. X times Y. That was it. And he kicked me out.
So sort yourself out.
So imagine like how my mom was going through that. I remember one time she cried so bitterly. I'm just sensitive. I'm just that kind of person. I notice when things go wrong. So I would always catch her when she's trying to hide. Even if we're going about to come, they go and catch. I'm like, Mom, and you're like, Lawrence, I come. I say, Mommy, I sit down at this domot. They come on. And one day I met her crying. Say that, and then I would not be there because the month not be there, not be locked. And I cried. I saw this Ola. I said, Lawrence, this is not for you. And I've never forgotten that. Why? Because ever since that day she told me that, I told myself that I'll never be that kind of man. And that is why, if you notice, even up until this moment, I would go above and beyond to help anybody that is female. And you don't need to forbid me sister, you don't need to forbid me mama, anything from you. I remember the first time I helped a lady who not having me one day. The lady feels I be one sex, indirectly begin to offer me in body and all of that. I was like, "Sis, okay." And she was like, "And you're not supposed to do this for me." She said, "Me, Papa, baby, no one they do this for me." It's because I met her in the street. Like she was walking in the street crying. You never saw being Papa in this life. And the people are always be up to now, possibly one time.
You know, so that's many they only offer help when they want something.
When they want something.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know?
And I was shocked because I come on church, the lady cried bitter and just I tell me say you don't throw and do back. And then for even there for go taking thing there. And I was like, okay, you can stay in this place till you're able to find. I didn't. That, if I say that that morning it gone away go. Why? Because even that I was doing it totally out of the goodness of my heart. It act not for make you believe say
it's so
like
unreal.
that.
Yeah.
It's so unreal.
By morning it don't want away, don't go. And unfortunately, this is what women are facing.
Yeah.
And men are seated down, not doing anything about it. Unfortunately, men, they will feel, say, even then justified for matrix their wealth. Even in a world like this, where women, they born into a very, I would say, a very bad hand. Then they're not doing that yet. They're not seeing yet. Like you say that the seed of Adam. If not the seed of Adam, maybe say what we they go to, now the money they go to. No, not the hard pan they own. And this is what is happening now. The woman they get them very, very tough. Very, very tough. But anyway, sorry, what I say, woman, and at least make una get eye ill. Because what sound like what you gonna go through it high. It really, really high.
Yeah, we'll continue for encouraging her for call we on 088 971 971 for let you be part of the conversation. One let you try for put yourself inside you woman in shoes. We've been get one caller last year. We'll be to talk about domestic violence and abuse or gender-based violence in the home. And one caller been calling and say, not to like say in heart knocking they talk to him and tell and say what they do wrong. But now because of what in society and in culture don't teach them, so it can be like torn. If the woman do something, it can one, not be harsh or anything. But like if in company man see that, then go chastise them. And I make you woman, they make so because you behave this way. So because of them back they talk 9 years, in back go react. But he confess and say, it way it reacts, it feel bad. It is shame inside. You know, can even know how to go back and talk to the woman and say, I'm sorry. Because how to say sorry for something where you do them over and over again, and say it cause the other person harm and pain. So the other person go wonder, like, you sure say you sorry? You
Honestly,
sure say you like I'm not
after 2 weeks you do it again.
Exactly. So like in confess and say, because he listen to we show and we don't try for explain things from the woman in your own perspective, for say in a motor man just like in. The same way, like, if in do something wrong, you don't go expect the person can knock her, the person can push him, the person starve him, the person do all these different things. So, yes, enough for the do that there. And some man, not so gladly, like you say, some man egotistic, gladly then go do him. But some man, then conscience still they talk to them. But because of this entire culture where we talk about today, it affects how then they react. Inside their own mind and reasoning, if we been get away for that, we see how somebody they think. I think say we go understand, say no, some man actually they feel bad. But because we not get that opportunity, we only see it in action. Now it make today we advocate and say, okay, change the action. Let the mind and the action match together.
Just we want feel bad.
Yeah, let for feel bad, because feel bad not to do anything. Because at the end of the day, you still get for behave the same way. What we talk about masculinity, the different forms of masculinity. I don't forget the second name of the masculinity. But you get some man the way they in you category where no say this bad this, but they not they ever talk thing. They will never change anything. So are you allowed make so now? Because not so me one, I can feel bad, but hey, if I go begin talk now, this person go. So it stifle any change or growth we're supposed to take place. And for me, it doesn't really matter about religion, about culture. the God way make all of we, because we can't by religion, this person goes say, me na Christian, me na Islam, me na Judaism, me na Sikhism, me na, you get all the religions of the world. But me not say the God way make we all. He put something inside we all called conscience. And that conscience, they remind you every time of when you don't do something good or bad. You don't need nobody for remind you, say, hey, Lawrence, that's the way you do that picking, final. Yeah. Because the conscience, they ring and you aid. Even man, where they rape woman or where they sexually exploit this, it a ring and aid. It just, they suppress the thought. You intentionally, they suppress the thoughts. So we were then, where they talk about women's rights, equality, equity, feminism, all these different terminologies what they bring with. I want to let you just put yourself inside that person. If it was you, how would you feel if somebody they exploit you, somebody they discriminate you, they abuse you, they tell you say you for keep quiet, you will feel almost not valued. Like, why are they yaba? Why do I even exist if I can't even breathe? You they feel like a slave. And we all know what's in a slavery. We don't watch the history of slavery. We they face modern slavery now. We know what's in that one they mean. So why subjugate somebody else to that? Is the question. So yes, we they talk about all these serious issues, and some man will say, yeah, enough fine. Let not the treats we weft then so we picking and so as you done that talk day.
Go back to this.
Back to square one. So waiting don't change. What would they get in conversations they are on Radio Fry? Not to for let we get empty talk, not to for toxic no more. When they talk for talk, this now for let you actually go sit down at your corner, let you reflect, let you think about your actions them, let you think about how you can think. Because if you not begin for place yourself and see the true essence of you, half of the things that where they go on in society not go change, because you and the rest of mankind probably they think the same way. Yeah. And for let change happen, it get for be a conscious determination and effort to say, despite this they happen, but you see me, for the God that I serve, me, I they be completely different. I they honor what in God say. Some of we say we are Christians, we are Muslims, or whatever you want for call yourself, but we still they behave in an ungodly manner. We still they behave in a way where God not wants let we behave, so we compliment a man. In Christianity, God remind we say the two main importance law for, because the law them boku. If you can't to Christianity and law. And so man go one tina papa. Well, you know for dress so, you know for make so. In order equates to your righteousness. So God tell we say, what's in the look at? Love your God with all your hearts, all your mind, all your soul. So that means say you don't allow for serve two masters. You depend on God business, then you depend on juju business, you depend on Moriman business, you depend on church business. No. God say, you can't be lukewarm. One foot there, the other foot there, just in case. You can't, there's no in case.
Already in equality.
Exactly. It means you are very indecisive.
Very.
And you not go get the best of both worlds. Decide. God don't say you either choose them or you go the other side. But you not go put one foot here, because the day go car where it come for can't take in picking there. Where you go to say, but I be they go church, but now maybe they clean, and maybe they teach. It not sabi you why? Because you not get no relationship with them. You be they do the action, but forget that true essence of relationship with God. You not get them. So where would they think about we thinking and we consciousness? If we come off from that angle, they something there inside of you where always they talk to you. Listen to that voice. That voice now God they remind you, say, hey, you don't make a mistake. Hey, change this. Hey, go apologize. Hey, this is wrong. And nobody not go tell me say it not get down the inside in mind. Now just that we know the yeri, we companion, but we all get time. You want to touch on that?
Yeah, we talk about apology, make us smile. You know, say man they apologize.
Sure.
Lots of times. Man
Ego.
They allow them to apologize.
If a man ego na excuse.
Yeah, because they feel say if you apologize as a man, you don't be literally safe.
Exactly.
So that's the thing. So because you don't want to be little themselves, they don't go apologize. So what the man go do instead of you apologize, you go become the best man ever. Go buy you gifts, you know. But just to make you be more to say sorry. Now, few men are going to say sorry, you know, because I don't know how come they instill this supremacy in them. Say you not man, if you do woman bad, not to any man, because man to man they apologize to themselves. But if you do woman bad, you know for say sorry. Say sorry, you don't like a on the rest yourself. You don't make any say before that person.
And the same way with parents.
Yeah, parents
the same way how the man they behave to the wife. The parents are all they do unto the picking there. So when you do something wrong to your picking, you back they make babati and egotistic and whatever, make excuses
So
and never say sorry.
When you ask now how the man they would not instill in the man they don't answer it.
The parents.
So thank you. And even as we talk about this, like something they come in my mind where we really want to touch on. You ever understand, say, like when we talk about cultural practices, them, whether watch outside culture they come out from. From where we know slowly waiting make certain things and then you get for reason I'm out with your conscience, allow me God lead you. Why? Of course, there was nothing like culture before the fall of man. And in fact, there was only God's way.
Only God's culture.
Yeah. Now, all this culture where we try for do, so now waiting mortal man be try for do for cope, where he and God being scattered.
Okay.
So, if you watch waiting happen, waiting God will tell you, say, make way out of waiting image and likeness, and he make way out of an incorruptible seed. When we say waiting man been be force, it not been get no spots, no blemish, no, nothing not be wrong. But after that separation, they happen. We became flawed. Now I make if you watch, you say when you eat that thing, you will surely die. Death not been there. Death came. Waiting at death. Death are the result of sin. Waiting at sin na corruption. So what you see so now, all these different things that we call culture, is the result of man trying to find his way without God. And if the man be already don't corrupt before he begin for same for make this year. You ever notice that waiting get for do 2-3 mistakes and back still get for the day because corruption already be don't start. So now when we all don't get things that we don't make something called a culture, we don't create things that we call a cultural practice system. We get for accept say, okay, there was an issue. And if that issue they day and we still follow the thing that will not be the result of the issue, then we get for the create more issues as we continue. So the only solution now is going back to God. Because now the same God will scatter from we. Now the same God don't fail we for come back to we back. Now you able for this inside your power. If you do bad, God they talk to you. First time when you do bad, it not be there. God not be talk to Motama for over 400 years. Now we can have it. And you know say me Aduam, then they only get to Christian though. Now you they be Muslim, you they be God. Why? Because God not they watch religion. What in God they watch and the fact that you believe in Son. You believe say he don't make a sacrifice for you and you they follow. So now, if we aim for accept then there's certain things and then you get for what you say. If I don't believe this, and they follow this again. Like for example, you cannot say you don't believe in Jesus, and you know say Jesus in blood now don't set you free from the law of sin and death.
That's not for Christian men.
Yeah, I know. So like now you talk about Christianity. If you also talk about any other thing now, think about God. If you don't say God don't go work, you say, hey, God don't help me, God don't free me. And this just they go to God, we don't put me para and all of that. But if you say so, why you still they go pass? Because you practice it, then they undermine what you they confess, say God don't do for you.
And for me, where you look at sin and the wrongdoings, God tell we say we heart already deceitful. And if you honestly and earnestly sit down and assess all what's in the happen at the world, you they see say it is the cause of man.
Yes.
And we not can one reach that side, we can one blame everything and other people aside from the fact that now we get problem. Because we are selfish.
Yes.
As
people, we're selfish and we want to let things go we own way. And because of them desires and thoughts it affects things like culture and tradition. Like I said, culture and tradition not actually a bad thing. It'll give you a sense of identity. God be one add flavor all side. Now make Africans, it make Asian, it make British, it make this flavor. That is culture. when you get some cultural practices, like some man they wear certain clothing, some man they wear this, that is culture.
Yeah.
You get some traditions where some man go say, for we picking them, we want to not to just formal education, go want let them learn back about we culture and we heritage. That is tradition. So you get elements of human life, way good. But because of that corruption, that selfishness, and that deceitfulness inside we hearts, now in the cause all this inequality, abuse, discrimination, call them. Now in the cause all of the issues then they. But for let people then just sit down and reason with themselves, they find it difficult or they don't want to. Because they don't say if then do that one day, then get for feel bad. And so man no one feel bad. You for feel bad. That mean God put conscience inside your mind for let you feel bad. It want you understand, say this what you do it wrong. If not, enough of them put her inside your mind. Enough of them put conscience inside you. But it do one because it want let you reflect. So all the man the world they talk to now the world about equality, equity, liberation. Put yourself inside the person in shoes. Pretend like saying are you. If you do that one day, everything they change. All this talk, boku talk, what they part on the radio, they done. Honestly and truthfully. And we they spend every blessed day, every year, we they talk about women and girls, and it is frustrating. Come out from the point of God. What in God teach we? Look at yourself from within. You own blemishes. You get blemish. Work on those blemish. Let for point finger at other person. Watch yourself inside your mirror. What in you they do? I can become very emotional about these things because when they fail for doing, they give excuses every blessed day. Stop giving excuses. Enough is enough. We don't enter 2024 from day dot. From day dot, we they talk about these same issues over and over again. We get NGO groups that where they come. We get religious people that where they come. You get this person where they come. They talk the same thing over and over again. But yet, we fail to just sit down, reflect, and think about how you go be different. And for let you be different, it takes work. And so man no one work for that one day. So for let this discourse change, sit down, reflect, think about you wealth, think about you picking them. What's in the legacy where you want for left? What's in you to teach them? You, how you they behave, you want them to behave the same way? The answer is no. So start to do the right things until you consciously sit down and do that one day. The broken homes, then what we get, the dysfunctional family, the single mama there, the teenage pregnancy, the human trafficking, the FGM, call them. It will end. That is all. I know mommy get for say. It go end where you come to that consciousness of yourself say, me want for be the change. I know they do this. I they behave the correct way. I they treat me compy motorman like how I want for be treated. You think the one the way they do rape, they want let them rape them the same way? No. We spoke about blame. So man, now because they do and to in back they do and back. But how long that game they get for go? So man, they face rape, but then go be an agent of change. They want to be strength for other people and say, this happened to me. I don't want it happen. So I advocate for it not happen. Others go the opposite direction. This happened to me. I do one back. Because why if it happened to me, why it not happen to anybody else? That's selfishness they come back in. Because sin entered the world, all man get free will from the beginning, even before sin entered the world. God give you free will. He give you all the options, including the tick, where give you the knowledge of good and evil. Then after we don't sin, it still give you free will. So everybody in free will, they intertwine. So when you see some man in hearts, now in they cause some of the destructions in the world. So what we can sit down and say, why this happen? It is the deceitfulness of mankind. It is the answer to all the problems. The deceitfulness of we hearts, with selfish desire. It is the answer to all the problems in the world. Until we stop being selfish, it will never, ever change. But now make we come here on Radio Fry, we they push una For let una rethink. We dey educate una. For let una eyes they open to the truth of what is happening. For say you get control. The love of God day around. And if you only willing for receive that love day, that deceitful heart where you say, oh, na me nature, and able change our mind, so we day, woman, so we day. No, not to so. And God don't make it clear. I don't overrun into the into the.
I didn't tell you.
I see how much you be so emotional when they talk, because this really touch your soul.
Sure.
And I see how much you want change. Me want to talk to the man then at the province, the man the up county where we they work with. A lot of time they go in the community, you don't call meeting for say everybody. You know what they say, everybody, man, woman, and picking there for the para meeting they cut by you. You go see the left space front. Then they went at the back because the space was meant for the men. And the men they focused on before. We get to get brilliant ideas in the pen. You know, me say for me the man them learn the attitude for me them try for change and see how best they will bring women forward. Because like when we go in a community, we can tell us me specifically can tell us I want my woman come before because woman them think they more a pass man. Because we picky angry now woman they want to go to, and my mind they want to go to. When them they get picking at school for school, my mind they want to go to. Papa go to play the guy if you no go to, I go to my man kitchen. We angry my mind they go to, so make the woman and come forward and let we talk. So, but you go see the woman, they afraid for come forward because the situation don't put up for the man them. If we the conduct an assessment like it's for ask for like a check the vulnerability status and economic status, you go see say what did the man say? I can say okay now what did the man say not true, but what do you think? I can want get a one-on-one talk with you for the parker inside because when the parker come you they shut down. Then they get the opportunity for open up and tell you what they go through because it's like shaming their husband. So me want to talk to the community mind and when they self understand say then tell them the way they say me woman and come forward and talk, me then listen to them, they get brighter views that they go and share with me. They get information that they go and pass. We don't do suppress woman them a lot. We the educated one they say they go through the same thing a lot of time, but the local woman, the grassroots woman our community, then they go through so much past we. Because we so enlightened and because we the work we get money, okay, we work out if you money we. But they can't work out, they get full picky for take care of. And the self society they blame woman they was single. We say for sales that we know so don't go through. You know, talk less of the typical woman up country. They say he left him go so for himself because no one take control. That's the thing. He no one take control. You know, because they don't position the man saying that you for control this woman at all costs. So what the woman give your view or give your points or give what they go through, you know, agree by the idea, they say no one take control. And they push submissiveness and forget the love for sure to the woman. When you love woman willingly, they subdue yourself without no coercion. Sure. And they subdue yourself, they do things where they wonder how come. Yeah. You don't need for
go the extra mile.
They go the extra mile for please you because you don't make her happy. So what we also talk about, because these are traditional leaders, these are religious leaders in these communities, people of influence at the communities, may they also listen to women, may they also give women the opportunity for may them understand what say they go through. May they know say childbearing now they also responsibility. Sure. Not just for like a insert, what's it for insert to the woman and left them. And the woman don't go through 9 months. After that, you don't want speaking, but what picking crying and they make my mama for me take care of them. Mama go deep and deep sleep. So the pikin they cry. So what you? You don't cook start picking and make woman sleep. And I don't understand that aspect there. You see? So even educated men they do the same thing unconsciously.
Sure.
Unconsciously they go make the woman and nets. So the pikin they cry. Then you know something they happen where I don't say a lot of women they go through. Like una go don't make love. Yeah, you man. The man go tired they sleep. You for grab actively. Go and take continue. Your phone. Yeah. I go do something. I go prepare food. I go get something. But in the sleep. Yeah. It's tired. You know that kind of thing. So you don't see the thing at all in every sector they happen. For marginalized woman in any sector, even if in love making one and all too they enjoy and maybe the woman don't give him best pass yourself. Yes,
it's
you can
true.
Imagine. You don't give him best pass part.
God.
Yes. Maybe you ask her for dog, you don't give that part day. You don't tire. Oh, you go say they go lay down and breathe now so like a waka lifeless dog.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Monday within November. Within November.
November they foul. November they foul. Until that time, they will roast.
Yeah, me and they go through something now. Anyway, family, we did thank you for this wonderful conversation. I believe say Bokuman then go down get some amount of enlightenment with the major they pray say like how we the evidence in there so we able for come to the place where we follow waiting God they tell we now we at and do something. That's just it. Because nothing no need for to say again for add to this. No advice again on it. Just finally do something now. Make one at least if na young woman first you start with. It do. Because at the end of the day, other man in woman back go watch you say, I want this for myself. Other man go watch you and see how your woman they grow, how your woman they develop, how it is sitting in a woman where he rather want to see himself inside a woman. I go say this man try back for me woman. May one game person just start and say it might be the change. And you don't do it. But with all of this said, I believe say we don't they come to the close of
we don't reach. We don't overreach.
We don't overreach. We don't pass and all of that. And for me, you know how this stairs so pass smart. But with the C game, do ya? I know what make you even change that channel there if not listen to radio. And no say we get for come with another topic back tomorrow. Tomorrow on topic being back you get wait.
Pass to get wait.
But anyway, we will go talk back. Say we dey meet back tomorrow. My name na Lawrence Hedd. And
I'm Brigitte Dalton to say.
Would they say bye-bye? Hey, sorry, we didn't say bye-bye yet. Then we guests. We wonderful guests.
Anyway, I'm so glad for the part of the show. Even though me and Brigitte get hot this morning. Yes, but you know, say I always willing and ready for support this radio station and whenever I'm available. So if I'm available next time for any topic, I'll come in.
Oh wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Una stay tuned. We get more for a match with the bombard on our table. Just stay tuned no more and get it. Stay fried with
stay fried. Exactly.
Now you can send mobile money with no sonko, only with AfriMoney. Ilek you want send 5, 10, 50 or 5,000 leons or even more with no sonko. Yes, anytime, any day, every day, any side you in a salon, free with AfriMoney. No go outside and the pinch pan the lily where you want send. Avoid sonko. Use AfriMoney. Dial *161 *1 # for send mobile money free. AfriMoney to AfriMoney. For no more, call 161. AfriMoney. No sonko.
Use AfriMoney for free.